Everybody, I am on a special day today. Today's my anniversary, my 27th anniversary, so it's kind of fun. My wife and I are out today, just kind of doing a little shopping, having fun. We're going to go to a bed and breakfast tonight, so that's just kind of fun for us on our anniversary. But I couldn't help but to check in with you guys. I dropped my wife off at the store, and she's doing a little shopping, so I thought I'd check in with you guys for just a few minutes and talk about one of the most important things on a day like this, and that is how to keep your AC running well. Now, I'm going to give you some tips here in just a few minutes. We're going to talk about 4 or 5 tips to keep your AC doing well and not stressed out, okay? So I want you guys to like this and comment if you guys have questions you want to throw out there. I'll try to keep an eye on it if I can. But also share it with people who you think might help. This might help if they they're having a little troubles with their AC. Now, another thing I want to say is that this is not going to fix an AC that's broken. We can't do that. We can do that. I shouldn't say that, but we can't do that with these tips. So these tips are to help keep your AC from being stressed on a really hot day like this. There's a few things you can do that really can help out. So I'm going to start inside. If you guys are ready, we'll start inside. So inside, you got a couple of main things. One is your air filter. So on a hot day like this, your AC is going to run a lot more. It might even run all day long. And you want as much airflow as you can to some extent, right? You don't want more than is beneficial, but if you have a clogged up air filter, it's going to reduce the amount of airflow. And if your AC is running all day long and you don't have enough airflow going across your coil, it could actually freeze up on you. So that's the first thing to check is your air filter. The second thing inside is check your condensate line. So that's that little tube that runs out of your furnace drain. Well, you want to make sure that's cleared out, because if that gets clogged up, you're going to get a bunch of moisture inside where the coil is. That could cause problems within your electronics. Sorry, guys, I hope you know this. But that could cause problems with the electronics if it's dripping down in there. It could also, depending on how your coil is positioned with your air filter, it could cause your air filter to be all wet. Now imagine if you had an air filter that's like a mesh system that most of them are. The air flows through there and kind of filters out debris and things like that. So if that's full of water, air's not going to flow through it. It's going to be almost non-porous, so to speak. Keep the air flowing. So that's something to keep an eye out for. Now let's go outside. Outside, the biggest thing probably is a lot of dust and debris around your AC coil, the outside unit. Those fins around the outside compressor and the condenser, all that needs to be free of grass, dust and dirt, that kind of stuff. Air pulls through, the fan pulls air through those coils, usually in and out through the top, to keep those coils cooled down. So if you have grass growing up around there, if you have dirt in there, try shutting your AC unit off and flushing that out, preferably from the inside if you can. Kind of blow the hose and the water through the coils from the inside out. If you can't make that happen, just try washing it from the outside. That's better than nothing. Second thing on the outside I want to give you is lots of times the Freon lines on your system can lose their insulation. You might notice that one of the lines is a cold line. All the Freon's really cold in there, and there's an insulation covering around that. Sometimes that gets dry rotted in the sun, or it gets damaged by a weed whip, or somebody bumps into it. It actually takes a lot of that insulation